His cell signal was weak, and his calls to the Wilkes County 911 center were plagued by dropped connections, making it hard for dispatchers to maintain steady communication. Despite these challenges, authorities were able to piece together enough information to mobilize a search and rescue operation. Officers from the Wilkes County Sheriff's Office, members of the Washington Fire Department, Georgia Department of Natural Resources Rangers, and a team of volunteers and rescue personnel assembled to comb the area. Equipped with spotlights, flashing blue police lights, and blaring sirens, they began their search, hoping to catch Jeffrey's attention and guide him back to safety. Authorities quickly zeroed in on Jeffrey Gebhardt's approximate location using GPS signals from his cell phone. With his disappearance reported only hours earlier, the Georgia State Patrol acted swiftly, deploying a helicopter equipped with advanced thermal imaging technology. By 3 a.m. on Sunday, September 23, 2012, their efforts paid off. The helicopter crew located Jeffrey in a marshy area near Thurmond and Clarks Hill Lakes, a very secluded spot, typically submerged underwater. When ground teams reached the site, it became immediately and heartbreakingly clear. Jeffrey was deceased. His death was brutal and violent. At the scene, investigators were confronted with a puzzling lack of evidence. There were no signs of anyone else being present, no footprints, no disturbed brush, nothing to suggest an encounter with another person. But Jeffrey's injuries told a different story. He had been stabbed 17 times in the chest and once in the upper abdomen. 3 of the wounds had pierced his heart, indicating a deliberate and fatal attack. Nearby, Jeffrey's rifle, backpack, and wallet were found untouched. A blood-stained folding knife was discovered partially beneath his body. His body was transported for forensic examination and autopsy, which was conducted the following day, Monday, September 24, 2012. By September 25th, authorities made it official. Jeffrey Gebhardt's death was being investigated as a homicide. The Wilkes County Sheriff's Office took charge of the investigation, swiftly enlisting the expertise of the Georgia Bureau of Investigation to help find out what had happened in the woods that night. The last person known to have contact with Jeffrey Gebhardt was his longtime friend and hunting partner, David Smith. The two had shared years of friendship and worked side by side at Chambers Slaughterhouse. According to David, he last saw Jeffrey around 4 p.m. on Saturday, September 22nd, when he dropped him off at his hunting stand. David said he returned later that evening to pick Jeffrey up, but when he arrived, Jeffrey was nowhere to be found. Concerned, David reached out to Jeffrey by phone, assuring him that he would come back to help search for him. Other hunters in the area joined the effort, scouring the dense woods for any trace of Jeffrey. Despite their collective attempts, the search came up empty. With no other options, David and the group decided to call 911.